Solana just saw $1.3 billion in stablecoin inflows this week, while Ethereum lost $3.4 billion, signaling a major liquidity shift. Traders are flocking to Solana for lower fees and faster transactions, pushing its stablecoin supply near $15 billion. This trend highlights how capital now chases speed and efficiency, with Solana leading the latest market cycle. Extreme fear grips the crypto market, as total capitalization drops below $3 trillion, triggering over $670 million in liquidations. Bitcoin falls to $86.741, and Ethereum to $2.835, while HINU AI, HINU, raises its token price to $0.000025833 during pre-launch fundraising. Investors face heightened uncertainty as major tokens decline and fundraising efforts continue in select projects. Crypto funds just saw their biggest weekly outflow since November 2025, with $1.73 billion pulled out in just 7 days. The main culprits: fading hopes for Fed rate cuts, negative price momentum, and disappointment in crypto's inflation hedge story. Bitcoin led the exodus with $1.09 billion out. Ethereum followed with $630 million, while Solana stood out with $17.1 million in inflows. After an unprecedented streak of inflows, XRP spot ETFs have just recorded their first ever weekly net outflow, signaling a shift in market sentiment. Data shows over $40 million exited these funds this week, with Grayscale's GXRP leading the outflows, while Bitwise ETF XRP saw the largest inflow. The total net asset value for XRP spot ETFs now stands at $1.36 billion, raising questions about investor confidence and future price trends. Imagine a world where thousands of AI-driven personas coordinate like a hive, shaping online opinions in real time. Researchers warn these AI swarms can mimic humans, infiltrate communities, and manufacture synthetic consensus, making misinformation harder to detect. Experts say stricter identity checks and transparent oversight are urgently needed to defend democratic discourse. A potential $8 billion sell-off looms over Michael Saylor's strategy, as new rules threaten its Bitcoin-heavy model. The company announced a $1.2 billion reserve fund, but shares remain down 50% since October. Strive's use of perpetual preferred stock to retire debt could offer Saylor a new way to manage risk. A recent urgent update revealed how quickly Solana's always-on network could have been stalled by hackers. Solana rushed to patch 2 critical vulnerabilities, but only 18% of stake upgraded immediately, exposing the network to risk. The Solana Foundation now enforces strict software version requirements for validators, making rapid coordination and security upgrades essential for network stability. North Korean hackers are now using AI-generated malware to target blockchain developers through Discord links. The Kony Group deploys sophisticated PowerShell backdoors, aiming to steal crypto assets and source code from engineers in Japan, India, and Australia. This new wave of attacks highlights the urgent need for advanced cybersecurity in the blockchain ecosystem. Bitcoin just plunged below $88,000, triggering the largest $132 million long liquidation in weeks as ETF outflows and macro headwinds collide. Institutional investors are pulling back, with US spot Bitcoin ETFs seeing over $1.3 billion in net outflows, while Ethereum traders face the biggest losses. This wave of liquidations highlights the fragile sentiment and volatility gripping the crypto market, as traders brace for Fed decisions, tech earnings, and potential US government shutdown. Allegations about Binance's political connections just got a major reality check. CZ clarified there's no business relationship with the Trump family, and the use of WLFI's USD1 stablecoin was simply the investor's choice, not a political move. Binance's recent lobbying in Washington was unrelated to the presidential pardon, and BNB remains up 30% year-to-date, despite recent volatility. A massive 26.47 billion SHIB tokens just flowed into exchanges, raising questions about Shiba Inu's next move. On-chain data shows network activity is surging, with more wallets and transactions, but price remains under pressure at $0.000000776. Technicals suggest a transitional phase, as inflows and outflows, balance and bulls have yet to take control. Sudden blackout in Iran caused a sharp drop in global Bitcoin hashrate, exposing the network's hidden vulnerabilities. Iran, responsible for up to 5% of Bitcoin mining, saw its operations halted as internet access vanished, leading to a 2 to 5% global hashrate decline. This event highlights how even decentralized systems like Bitcoin remain dependent on local infrastructure and are at risk from geopolitical shocks.